one of the largest, biggest repositories for Fire Sticks and Android TVs, has now officially shut down. If you've been using your Fire Sticks or Android TVs for any length of time, then no doubt you've definitely heard of this application. It really was one of the biggest application stores for more than a decade, and now it's completely gone. So in this video today, I'll show you exactly what happened, why they've decided to close up shop, to call it a day after all these years, what this means for Fire Stick and Android TV users, and more importantly, where can you go now which is still safe, which is still trusted, to find your favorite applications, because unfortunately not every website you find on Google can actually be trusted. So please do take a moment to hit that like button so this video can go out to as many users as possible, and let's dive straight in. So what exactly was this application and what made it so popular? Well, firstly, it wasn't an application to stream movies, rather it was a library or a directory or a repository of lots of applications that you could browse and then install directly onto your Fire Stick, onto your Android TV. And its simple design, not really any adverts, made it very, very popular in the streaming community, which is why it was often highly recommended. So you can imagine that after 10 years, it really was a big surprise that they've now finally decided to shut down. Now you can see the announcement, the official announcement directly on the screen, but they've titled it "All Good Things Must Come to an End." And essentially they're saying that it's now time for us to close this project. After 10 years, they have other projects on the go, and trying to maintain this application and the website is becoming more and more difficult. But what I think is the most interesting part is what they say next, where they say that the times have now changed. The K application add-ons, Android APKs are constantly shutting down, changing and evolving, making it very, very difficult to keep up. I'm sure everybody knows, people that watch my channel, things are clamping down in all environments, whether that's Fire Sticks, whether that's Android TVs. Things are becoming more and more difficult, where many applications, many popular applications are constantly under pressure, and in most cases, especially when there's legal pressure, they can't keep up, they can't keep on fighting, and they just decide to throw in the towel. So really this last sentence sums up the current streaming landscape better than anything else. Apps disappear, developers stop updating, domains change, repositories disappear, vanish overnight. So trying to maintain a healthy catalog of applications you can install really would become like a full-time job, with all of the cat and mouse games trying to keep up. So what does this mean to the end user? Well, firstly, no need to panic. The applications that you're using today, they're not going to stop working because this is now shut down. This was just a repository or a library allowing you to find other applications. So if you do have applications already installed, they should carry on working without any issues. But it does mean that if you're now setting up a new device, a new Fire Stick, a new Google TV or a new Android TV device, you just can't use that same repository again. You just need to find another trusted source. And that really is the key word here, trusted source, because you've seen in the past when one website shuts down or one application shuts down, very quickly clones start popping up. People try to use the good name of the original application or the original website, and in many cases those websites, the new ones, the copycat ones, end up having viruses or malware, or they just spam you with lots of adverts trying to make a quick buck off the good name of the original application or website that shut down. So I would be extra cautious right now downloading applications from random websites that suddenly appear all of a sudden. If you are looking for safe alternatives, if you are looking for a trusted source, then my website was recently redesigned from the ground up to offer you a safe place, a safe repository where you can find your favorite applications, most importantly without showing you any adverts, any fake links, any fake pop-ups. It really is just the best and safest way for you to find all of your applications which have been virus scanned, which have been manually checked by me, so you know exactly the application you are installing can be trusted. To access that, you can just use the shortcode, which is 53402, or you can just type in the full address, which is techdoctoruk.com. You'll see that my website loads very quickly, and again without any adverts, any pop-ups. It really is just the safest place where you can find all of your applications. The only thing I would suggest that make sure you are using a VPN, especially in the current climate where there's so many cases of data mining, cases of devices being hacked, or your ISP, your internet service provider, monitoring you, trying to throttle you. the best way to fix that or address that is to use a VPN, because when you activate your VPN, you're now using a brand new IP address. Nobody can monitor you, nobody can track you, and again, most importantly, your internet service provider can't throttle your connection. If you're on the same VPN I'm using, just scan that QR code for a special price just for Tech Doctor UK followers. But you can see on my website, guys, just go to the top, there's a section called Get Tools. You can click on that, and very quickly you can scroll down, make sure you do read the disclaimer, and you'll be able to find whichever applications you are looking for. So overall, guys, I would say this news of this application shutting down really is end of an era. Many applications maybe last a couple of months, a couple of years, but for something to last and survive for over 10 years and then to shut down, I do think it's sad news. But for the FireStick community, for the cord cutting community, for the Android TV, Google TV community, as you've seen, one thing shuts down, many new options come out, new developers jump onto the scene, and the community just always seems to adapt and move on. So that's pretty much it for this video, guys. Many thanks for watching. Do leave me a comment below if you ever use this application, if you've noticed that it stopped updating, if you saw the notification. Do leave me a comment below, let me know, and I'll hopefully catch up with you guys real soon. Thanks.